I thought it would be fun to respond to comments at once a week, and yesterday would have been the week mark, but I actually had things to do. Now that I'm not doing things today, or rather now that I didn't record that I did today, what better time than to do it a day late, and then hopefully 6 days from now, which would be a day. You know what? Let's not think about the math because I've never been good at it, and just respond to comments. I think that's a little unfair. I would imagine I could last a little bit longer, but people don't agree. Or perhaps they hope that I last for a year. I definitely don't. It's just been 2 weeks and this has been a horrific experience. A high amount of comments talking about their load and trying to get it off wasn't entirely shocking, but a little surprising. I wholeheartedly disagree, and I hate that you made me upload that. I just stopped recording this because I thought it was such a I'm not good at this. I'm not good at talking or responding to comments, especially if they're not any sort of questions or anything to jump off to. And I really like the idea of responding to comments in person, or rather on camera, and then having more of a back and forth that way than just responding to comments in the, what are you doing? What do you want? Get out. I keep farting. It stinks. Leave the room.
There's like a haze in here.
I know. Leave.
What is the
Close the door.
It's stinky.
Yes, get out. I don't know if I'm going to leave any of that in, but I have to force myself to keep talking and getting Now, I know you meant this as a non-passive aggressive way, but the way you worded it feels passive aggressive. Neither do I. I genuinely don't know. It gets pushed out to like maybe 50 people that don't already know me or have watched this, so your guess is as good as mine. Oh, this is my own comment. I actually, last week when I mentioned I was changing something, I was actually going to change it where it wasn't just the number, because that was going to get real confusing real fast for me. It was like, what does the number actually represent? But a date would be better, especially if I ever go back to see what I did that day and later down on the line. But I did mess up the date the very first time. Would you expect anything else from me? No, I'm not out of ideas. I responded to comments and made a tier list last week because I thought it'd be fun. But it does feel like I'm running out of ideas, especially how bad this is and how late I'm doing this. That probably would have been a better viewing experience. Just 3 hours of me silently sleeping, or probably snoring or talking in my sleep or passing gas. Yeah, definitely better content. Thank you. Thank you. You are one of very, 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 very few. It's funny because the video is over. That's the joke. Is it that funny? Me explaining the joke? Isn't that so funny? Let's find another comment that I'm gonna butcher in response to. I don't know what this exactly means, since me? Am I the character? So this is kind of like open-faced compliment sandwich, where there's compliment, and then just a curveball right at the end there. I don't know what it's supposed to mean, but thank you. I'm assuming you're joking? You're joking, right? Oh boy, I wish I would have had the balls to record some of these individuals. I mean, they would have let me too. I would have just asked to take a picture and they would have easily let me, but man, wowie. Which the worst part was seeing parents go in, dressed up in these rather promiscuous outfits, taking their kids along with them. That was the sight. Because I didn't want to have my male feeding parts being shown. That would be inappropriate. Or because it's funny. No, it wasn't worth it.